Today we will be learning about Chapter 5, Lesson 1 on pages 303 through 308. Our objective is I can round a decimal. Vocabulary is decimal and round. Question 1. One way to round a decimal is to use a blank line. Question 2. Round 4 and 573 thousandths to the nearest tenth. All right, let's watch this step by step on rounding decimals.
Zoe's in the market for a new pair of jeans. She wants them to be the perfect length. Rock stars are so particular about that kind of thing. So she measured an old pair of jeans. They were 32 and 45 inches. At the store, her choices are 31 inches and 33 inches. Which pair is closest to the length she wants? Let's help her put this on a number line and figure it out step by step. First, draw and label a number line. Okay, we need to make sure all the important numbers are on there. 31 inches is jean choice number 1. 32 and 45 inches is the length of Zoe's old pair, the exact size she wants. And 33 inches is the jean choice number 2. Okay, we need to make sure all the important... We can round visually by asking which whole number is the decimal closest to. We can see on the number line that 32 and 45 is closer to 33 inches than it is to 31 inches. That means we should round 32 and 45 up to 33 inches. Zoe needs to get those 33-inch jeans. Her size 32 and 45 inches is closer to 33 inches than 31 inches. She can always get them hemmed when she's back home. You can also round decimals by using the place value rules for rounding. Check it out. I was at the grocery store with my mom. We had to weigh our bananas so that we could see how much they cost. The bunch of bananas I picked out weighed in at 1 pound and 467,000ths of a pound. Look at the number and find the place you want to round to. Our number is 1 and 467,000ths. My mom said we need to round to the tenths place. That's the 4. Remember the rounding rules? Look at the digit directly to the right. If the digit is less than 5, round down. If the digit is 5 or greater than, round up. Directly to the right of the 4 is a 6. 6 is greater than 5. That means we need to round up. So our answer is 1 and 5/10 pounds. That's how much we'll be charged for this bunch of bananas.
Okay, let's take a look at this in your book. I am on page 303. In the first example, it says Andrew's laptop has a processor with a speed of 2.8 gigahertz. Round the processing speed of the laptop to the nearest whole number. So to the nearest whole number. So we're going to round to our ones place. So we're going to use a number line to round 2.8 to the nearest whole number. So you can draw 10 equal increments between 2 and 3 on the number line. Increments, sorry. So the reason we're drawing between 2 and 3 is because we know since it's 2.8, if we're rounding to the nearest whole number, it's either going to round down to 2 or round up to 3. So we can draw this on our number line. So here are the 10 increments. And so this would be 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, and 2.8. So we can place our dot there and then label it. So then we have to determine if our dot is closer to the whole number of 3 or to the whole number of 2. Well, looking at the number line, we can tell it's closer to the whole number of 3. So we know that we're going to round it to the 3. Okay, so like in the video, you can also use the strategy of determining place value to help you round. I think this is a really good chart on page 304, the key concept, rounding decimals. So it talks about underlining the digit in the place you want to round. Then you look at the digit to the right. If it's 4 or less, keep the underlined digit. If the digit's 5 or greater, round the underlined digit to the next, up to the next greater digit. And then you drop the digit to the right. So let's see what that means by this example. So in example 2, it says to round 46 and 73 hundredths to the nearest tenth. So to the nearest tenth. So we're going to underline that tenth place. So that's 7. And now we have to figure out if we're going to round it up or we're going to round it down. So that's our step 2. Look at the digit to the right of the 7. So it's a 3. Well, now we have to think about, is our 3 less than 5 or greater than 5? Well, 3 is less than 5. So we keep the underlined digit. So it was 73 hundredths, now it's going to be 70 hundredths or 7 tenths. So 46 and 73 hundredths rounds to 46 and 7 tenths. Okay, so here are the questions once again, and make sure you answer those in the Google form. Question 1 says one way to round a decimal is to use a blank line. Question 2 is having you actually round 4 and 573 thousandths to the nearest tenth. So remember that strategy of underlining that digit that you want to round.